Mark's fishing home, getting ready to try to warm himself up. Hello. It was chilly out there tonight. Give it a minute, see if anybody pops in. Saw Valerie up there a minute ago. Yeah, a little quicker than I thought. That's why I scheduled it for 2:15. Figured by the time I got home, got a few things in the house and got down here, it'd be a little bit later. But yeah, it's not really a big town, even though it's the capital of Illinois. You can usually get from the lake to my house in about 15 minutes. If you hit all the, get all the green lights this late at night, probably make it about 15-20 minutes. Snacking on a little bit of pizza I had left over from lunch. I don't even know if anybody come in tonight. I didn't see any lives though, at least not in my feed. I got about 300 channels I follow, I think. I scrolled all the way down, didn't see anybody else live. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if anybody stayed up or not. But I gotta give it a shot for a minute. I do work at 11 a.m. so, but I'll hang out for a little while, see if anybody shows up. If not, I'm going to bed. Oh, my feet are still frozen. I'm gonna have to suit up next week because I'm sure it'll be colder. I'm gonna have to put on like 3 pairs of socks or something when I go to work. I was gonna put on the jumpsuit too, but I lasted long enough. I'm like, I might as well just finish it out. I had about 5 bites, but nothing committed. Nah, I won't get sick off that. I did turn the heat up a couple degrees when I got home though. Get it kicking on. Can't believe it's already 2 in the morning, late. Going straight to the lake after work and then sitting there. Well, let's see what time is it. 9, 10, 11, 12. For 4 hours, and then come home and it's already 2 o'clock in the morning. Did you see you comment during live about putting cayenne pepper in your socks? No, I didn't see that. When I'm there on that, like when I'm out on somebody else's feed, if I'm not actually helping them read the chat, I don't turn it to the chat too often. Especially when there's like 6 people, I'm watching the camera, listening to what's going on, and then I have my microphone muted because of the cars. I just unmute myself when I'm gonna say something real quick, and then I put it back on mute. It's so weird than when I'm actually out there, fishing by myself, going live when I'm actually reading the comments and interacting. It's just different when you're not the actual host of the thing. you would have to put it on that whole different screen, and then all you see is comments, but you can't see anything else. Serving in Alaska. No. I bet it would. I mean, I could see it because, especially if you're doing a little bit of sweating or whatever, that's going to absorb the cayenne into your pores, which is probably going to make you feel some heat. I actually have some boots too that if I put them boots on, I'm not going to feel nothing. I walked, I say it's probably 6 miles, and then one time to get to work in snow because my car had died. Didn't feel a thing. Well, I think they all went to bed. I don't think I've ever started alive and only had the one person. Not even my first. Oh, there it goes. There's a couple. But yeah, if it keeps dropping the temperature the way it did, I'm definitely gonna have to be on my snowsuit and my boots next time because my toes are still feeling it right now. That's why I went ahead and took a quick little video of my ice chest. No, I'm actually happy you're here. I'm saying I just don't. I think everybody probably did crash out or they got somebody else in their feed that I don't have. I didn't see anybody else live. Uh, but yeah, that's why I posted that quick little video to show the ice on top of the cooler because I know you can't see it. Just like it was kind of crazy. I could see all of Jody's fog, but I couldn't see mine on my camera. But I could definitely see it when I was looking out at the water. It was just rolling fog across that water. And then when I was packing my gear up, I saw that sheet of ice on top of the cooler. I'm like, huh, let me get a quick video of that. Kind of sucked skunking tonight, but still had fun. I would have liked to at least gotten one tonight, though, for being that damn cold out. Yeah, it looked cool. That'd have been a great Halloween evening shot. That's why I was laughing when Willow said cut out on the smokes because he was talking about how I smoke so much. I'm like, man, it's too damn cold out here to smoke. I understood the joke though; it was hilarious, but I only had 2 cigarettes the whole time I was out there. It was too cold. Like trying to inhale cigarette smoke would have probably choked me up. Hey, what's going on, Alicia? You know, it's metallic looking accordion like sunshades for windshields. Yeah, the little sun blocker things. Supposed to keep the sun out of your car when you put them up in the windshield. Just go out there and freeze myself to death. I honestly had 2 things. If I took out there with me, I wouldn't even have felt the cold. Well, I took one, but I just never ended up throwing it on. My jumpsuit, when I put that on, I actually sweat in the wintertime. The other thing is I have some boots that you can't feel nothing in. They're like fur lined and they go halfway up my shin. Remove the insole from your shoe to put them in there. Yeah, I can see that because that's like those solar blankets that they give people. It's the same type of time. On top of the regular insole. Yeah, I can totally see that. Just like I said, it's like those real whatever those solar blankets that they get people to warm them up when they have hypothermia. I guess technically, since I have that one battery source that I take with me, I could even buy a little heater, plug in a little space heater next to me. But honestly, if I throw on my jumpsuit and I have my boots with me, I wouldn't feel a damn thing out there. I think the only thing that got me to a little bit tonight was because I'm still wearing my chef pants from work. Obviously, those chef pants are very, very thin. That's why I love them in the summertime. And the fact that these shoes are just basic tennis shoes. My head was warm because I had my little hat thing on with some earmuffs underneath it. So my head was not too bad until near the end, since my legs were getting so cold and my feet were getting so cold, it kind of went throughout my whole body. So that's why I went ahead and put the hood on too, give a little extra heat up there. Yeah, no, I should have put the suit on. I will next week for sure. I'm not going through 2 weeks of that. And next week I might actually try to go to my tree spot. Just I don't know. The time is so close. Like I got there about 10 minutes before we're supposed to start. Maybe 15 minutes, something like that, before we're supposed to start. It'd take me those extra 10 to 15 minutes just to drive around to my other spot. The one where I caught the 10-pound fish when I was fishing with Avid. It's also a spot where I caught my 32-pound flathead in July. I like that spot better, but I try to be prompt and on time. And like I said, even when I skunked like I did tonight, I still had fun watching people. Everybody else caught a fish, so I got to see that. That's fun for me. I mean, obviously, I come and watch everybody fish when they're fishing, so it's fun for me to sit there and watch the show, even if I'm in it and skunking. I still have a good time because I'm on the water and I'm watching other people get fish. We had the two new people up tonight, so that was awesome. It sounded like a great show. There was up to like 100 people almost at once, so it was a good show. The only thing that cracks me up though is I actually lost subscribers today, even though I gained two tonight. I gained one because I ran into a random guy at the lake. He was the one that was down closer to the dam than I was. He was kind of down by where I wanted to go, but he was there first. So obviously I don't try to go down there because he's there. But he ended up leaving right as the show was getting ready to start. And he was like, "Hey man, it's a nice looking setup." So I talked to him for a minute. I muted myself. I was like, "Oh yeah," and I started telling him about stuff. Uh, and then he gave me a couple shad and a couple shrimp. I threw them out and I got bites on them, but they stripped me. Uh, but anyway, so he subscribed to me because I told him, I was like, "Yeah, we're getting ready to do a live tournament here and woo woo woo. I just started this a couple months ago." I got a couple hundred subs already, yada yada yada. He's like, oh, that's what I'm trying to do. And I was like, hey man, well, I'm Mike's Fishing Home. If you want to go ahead, yeah, I was like, if you got YouTube, go ahead and subscribe over there, leave a comment, and say, hey, I just met you at the lake, and then I'll check you out and all that. And I was like, if you get into fishing for YouTube, I was like, I can help you out. So he was like, cool, cool, and he subscribed. And then Angler of the Ville subscribed. So that's 2 new subscriptions tonight. But when I went to work this morning, I had 232. Even with the 2 new subscriptions I gained tonight from Angler of the Ville and that random guy at the lake, I'm down to 228. Gotta love YouTube. And like I said, I'm not into the actual subscriber count that much, but I see it every time I go to check out a comment from YouTube Studio, or if I go to look at my hours, things like that, is when I see that number up there. By the way, they get through the introductions, you'd have to, you know what? Oh, by the time they get through the introduction, I can make it to my spot. Yeah, and technically I could show up a little bit late. I'm just, I don't know, maybe it's the Virgo in me. I like to be on time. Like I go into work an hour early. There's a lot of times where I'm watching shows in the morning. I'm like, hey, getting ready to go to work. See you guys in a little while, whatever. And then I get to work and I still got a half hour before I punch in. So I sit there and watch again from the parking lot for another 10, 15 minutes. And then I punch in 15 minutes early because it's just how I've always been. Yeah, listen, those hours, I'm not gonna lie, that the hours have just shocked the shit out of me. I have not even been doing this 3.5 months yet. My very, very first fishing video I posted on YouTube before I met, before people knew I was doing my thing, was July 21st. So you got August, September, October 21st, which was obviously recently. And then what is it, November 5th or something? So I guess almost 3 months or 3.5 months. I guess 3.5 months. I already have over 2,000 hours. So yeah, those hours ain't gonna be no problem. It's the lives that do it. Even though tonight's a slow start, but when you're doing the live and you get like 20 people that watch for an hour, okay, so that 1 hour just multiply it by 20 and you get 20 hours for it. But if you post an hour video, you could have 500 views and only have like an hour watch time because not everybody watched the whole thing. Yeah, Lee Evans. See, that's one of the ones that I watch in the morning. That's what I love. It's like I do my late night thing, then I go to bed and I get a few hours sleep before I go to work. I wake up, he's usually live, and I'll sit there and watch him in the morning and chit chat with people on his show while they're there before I go to work. So sometimes I'll see a few people out there fishing too. So if I see some fishing activity, I go try to watch a little bit and chit chat in there too. But usually I do my late night thing, then I get a couple hours sleep and I wake up and then I head over there and watch Lee for a little while on his show and interact with people there. But I was shocked as shit when I saw that I had over 2,000 hours already in just a couple months. I'm stuck in storms in the peak of it. Yeah, fucking storms kill it. A meteor shower. Ooh, sorry, it's my shoulder back here. The storms part suck. I don't know about the meteor. Is the meteor you talk about like they actually showering down in your area or just shooting across the sky? Oh, it's the peak of it. The same thing is happening with William. He goes from 338 to 340, staying close to 333. Yeah. Well, it's like it's been happening to Abbott a lot too. Like he'll get up into that 900 range, and then all of a sudden, like 20 are gone across the sky. Okay. So it's almost like shooting stars just going across the sky. Even though it was cold as balls out there tonight, I was expecting it to be better because it's a new moon here. I don't know about everybody else's regions because I know the sunlight hits it differently, but we basically had new moon. There was no moon, interfering with anything. And I know everybody supposedly hates the full moon, but there's times where the full moon actually was my best nights. It just there's so many variations that go into making the fish do what the fish is going to do. The pressure, the tide, whatever, do you got current or not? Tonight, my lake was like glass. There was not one single ripple except for when bait fish hit the water or something swam by or whatever. My lake was flat. Now, you still on vacation out there? Like, are you getting ready to uh get back onto the boat or? Yeah, or Valerie, speaking of that, you know how much I love Anglerholics, I assume. I'm always on their feed. I'm always watching their stuff. I got a couple that I need to catch up on, like the Halloween costume contest and stuff. A couple things that got posted recently that I need to go catch up on, but I watch them like crazy. One of my very first like interactive, getting to know better and stuff. I love the Anglerholics. Just like I love Bex and Stefan and other people. But and John and Dana Parker and things like that. But the other day I had to resub to the Anglerholics. I was like, are you shitting me? There is no way YouTube should have removed me from their subscription list in any way, shape, or form. I interact with them a lot. They interact with me a lot. James and Elizabeth both, and then the Anglerholics channel. So like, I don't get it. I saw a comment on somebody else's feed, and then I went to see if they had something new. So I clicked the little icon. It popped up, and it said subscribe. Like I wasn't subscribed to them. I'm like, are you shitting me? I had to resubscribe to Anglerholics. YouTube is crazy. That would be like if I was friends with somebody on Facebook and I didn't unfriend them, and they didn't unfriend me. But yeah, they tagged me in a post, and I went to read it, and it said, "Oh, you need to friend this person to read this post." That don't happen over there. It happens on YouTube all the time. My cousin tends the island and houses it for the owners. We're staying in one of the houses. Really nice here, but it looks like it's gonna storm the entire time. Oh, that sucks. Got access to like an awesome opportunity, but yet it's storming. Hey, what's going on, Port Chop? Speaking of the Ville, by the way, that cracks me up because I told you guys, Angler of the Ville is kind of seems to be newer around all the chats and whatever, but that proves that when I put people in my promotional nights, when I say, hey, I got 5 channels tonight, let's check them out. Angler of the Ville actually was one of them that I supported recently in my video and said, hey, let's help this person grow. They're cool. Been seeing them in a lot of chats and all that jazz. They weren't even subscribed to me. I just picked them up tonight. They just commented tonight and said, hey, watching you now and subscribe to me tonight. So that just proves that when I pick these people, it's I'm not trying to do no favors. I'm not trying to be playing favorites, whatever you want to call it. I'm looking and I'm noticing these people in everybody else's feeds, and I'm actually subscribed to them. But so it ain't no tit for tat situation. It's, hey, this person's trying to start up. I see them in everybody's feeds. Let's see if we can help them grow. I supported this person like a week or two ago, or maybe it was just my last show. I forget, but I had 5 channels, and Angler DeVille was one of them, one of those nights. But they just subscribed to me tonight. Just throwing it out there that just so people know when I'm promoting people, it's nothing that I'm gaining out of it. I'm really trying to help those people grow, and I think they deserve at least a look. Just like William Porkchop, one of the biggest supporters in the community. I about shit a brick when I looked at your sub count. I'm like, oh shit! Hey, let's get William up in this rotation. Oh my god, back down to 32. See, YouTube be bullshitting. But I remember the other night, it was funny because I actually put 5 people up in my feed and I wrote down what their numbers were. And then the next day when I looked, most of them had gained 20 subscribers. So I was like, that's kind of cool if I can do that. It ain't a major growth, but it's something. If I can help people get 10, 15, 20 subscribers in one little random night of me shooting the shit in my basement or in my backyard, I like that. I appreciate the community, rallying to those people and checking them out and hooking them up. Getting that cinnamon whiskey in me. I'm still one of those. 42? Oh, I was about to say, no fucking way. I thought you said you still only have 42. What's going on, Frogster? Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. I skunked tonight, Frogster. I skunked. I still had a good time, but I froze my balls off and skunked. Since I was on a nice, clean family channel, I said I frosted my flakes, but I'm on my channel now, so I froze my fucking balls off. I posted a little video of my rod holder that showed all the ice on top of it. And now I'm drinking cinnamon whiskey to warm up. It actually was a good night, though, out there. We had, I think for the first time, we had more anglers than host. And that includes even when Mark from Catfish and Crappie popped up there. Has popped up there for a little while. LG Bass, Tom, Blue Line, and Stan was the main, host for the evening. Then there was a few special guest hosts that popped up. I didn't see, but Prize Monkeys was Mr. Frosty. Visited here too. Yeah, I posted it right after I left the lake because I skunked and I didn't expect anything because I knew it was going to be freezing out there, and it's been cold for about a week, so I think that water temp has dropped like a mofo. But I posted like a little 15-second video that shows me scraping ice off the cooler to show how cold it was because you couldn't see it on camera. Jody had an awesome, eerie. It was eerie and awesome. You could tell it was cold where she was at too. I don't think it was cold as here because she won't wear no earmuffs and shit like I had to wear. And I know, I think it's actually pronounced Tara. I was calling her Tara because that's how I read it, but I remember I think I heard Stan call her name out as Tara. Tara looked like she was cold as shit too, but she caught 2. Everybody caught a fish tonight but me, and that's where I was like, ugh, I'm the only skunk tonight. Flat Rock caught one. Jody and then her man also caught one. Tara caught 2. Catfish Curtis caught one near the end. I was hoping at least I sound like an awful jackass, but I was hoping he skunk too because then I wouldn't be the only one. But he caught one near the end. Just such good pizza. Most of our food is really good because we're a farm fresh to table. So all the meats that I put on there is literally straight from the farm to us. But we literally also make our own pizza dough. We don't buy pizza dough. We got a big old mixer machine and we make our own pizza dough for these flatbreads. And they're awesome. Thank you, Valerie. Well, it actually, since there's 7 people in here so far, I didn't expect nothing after that long fishing show live. I know I do this whole late night just shooting the shit, whatever show, but I am gonna have to come up with my own little fishing thing eventually, where at least once a week I have some kind of special fishing thing. I'll probably wait till next year though. Once the next season starts up, maybe early spring, like late February, early to middle March. By then I might come up with something to plan as like, okay, sorry if something else is going on, but this is what's going on for my thing. Except for the big tournament nights, obviously. I'm gonna try to avoid some of that, but I do think I want to have at least one fishing thing. But I want to put some thought into it and actually make it original enough. Kind of like John with this takedown tower. I want something totally. It's hard to be fully original because there's just anything you can imagine is actually already on the internet. So it's hard to be fully creative, but I do think I want to try to come up with something that's worth watching. God dang it, I already ate all that pizza. Might have to go with some wings next. I still have some wings from last night. But I would like to come up with something fun. But yeah, I would like mine to be like generic too. Fun and generic. Something that anybody could do. Oh my gosh. Something just popped in my head. Just in case. The Skunk Master Classics. All of the fishing people that go out there and they fish their ass off, but yet get skunked a lot. The Skunk Master Classics. That could be some shit that John Parker can get on board with. uh, just like me, I'll go out there one day and I'll catch 20 fish, and then I'll go out there 3 days in a row and skunk every day. I could be a skunk master. Tonight I was. Think about that though. All the people who normally go out there and fish, create laughs and love and whatever and views and stuff, but yet not as many fish as the general shows that everybody loves to watch, them pulling in the big fish and stuff like the Potomac and the James and all that. Skunk Master Classics. You heard it here first. just in case somebody tries to snatch it. Skunk Master Classics. That's mine. I'm gonna do it eventually. Dan could be a part of that, Alicia. All right. Well, I am a grumpy frog. Weather ties. Oh, Froggy. Think you may be speaking of something that someone else is thinking of doing too. Put your name. Yes, the Skunk Master Classic. But now I'm curious, Alicia, who the hell else is thinking about doing that? Think you may be. I literally, it like just popped in my head. Thinking of something like people who skunk a lot, but yet sometimes really catch decent fish. Skunk Master Classic. What's up, Jeremy? Nice little 2 second place tonight. I was just glad she got it from you, buddy, because I think you would have been talking too much shit after last week coming in second place with that big old beautiful flathead and that big old blue. If you would have beat Jody tonight on her first night back, I don't think we would have heard the end of it. He says she wants in on that skunk challenge. Yeah, there is. And it's been weird. I've been rotating. 1 week I skunk. On her show, it's like 1 week I skunk, 1 week I catch something, 1 week I skunk, 1 week I catch something, 1 week I skunk, then I catch something. It's like, ugh. So yeah, I skunked this week, so next week I should catch something. I still have fun though. Like I was telling them earlier before you got here, obviously I love watching other people catch fish, or else I would have never even started my own channel. I watch people fish. I like watching people catch fish. So that's what I did tonight. I was sitting back there and I was watching the screen and I loved it every time somebody caught a fish. You, Jody, Curtis, Tara, Flat Rock, everybody was catching fish and I was loving watching you guys catch the fish. And then I had a great time myself, even though I was freezing balls. I posted a little video about how cold it was because there was ice on top of my cooler. I literally had like a little 1/4 inch of ice that formed on top of my cooler. Me too, Alicia. That's basically what I've been doing on Jody's tournament anyways. I've only done one other thing. I chilled out with Dan for a little while that one night. Now I'm talking about fishing, Alicia. Don't forget. Yes, I know I hosted or co-hosted your show that one time. I'm talking about fishing with people. I fished with Dan on split screen for a little while, and then I left to go live myself. Now, 5 minutes after going live, I caught a fish, so I didn't skunk. Now, as far as fishing with people other than Dan, last Saturday I fished with Avid on a split screen. I caught a 10-pound blue. As far as Jody's tournament challenge, whatever you call it, I skunk and I catch every other week. I skunk 1 week, I catch the next. I skunk the next week, I catch the next. So this week I skunked, so that means next week I should catch, hopefully. What's your idea for a tournament there, Jeremy? Mine is Skunk Master Classics. Get all the people that go out there and fish their asses off all the time and have a bad day most of the time. You know, shit, John Parker would be great for that. Dan would be great for that. I would be great for that right now. Y'all really don't know though. I'm telling you, next year you're gonna see a much better. You're gonna get a little more feel of who I am next year. I just started this late July. I've had a lot of decent days, but I've also had a lot of terrible days. But then my thing right now is just the late night chats. But trust, there's a lot of fish. It's just going to have to wait till next season because I started late July. Right, poor shot. What that, Jeremy? I'm trying to find out too. That's what I asked him. I'm waiting. He's over there typing. But y'all got to forget, or y'all got to remember, he types in the dark with the ceiling fan blowing above him. He might not see the keyboard too well. I got to get Charlie Brown shit. I love Jeremy. He knows it. He was one of my first. He was one of my first supporters too, and I watched him skunk like 3 times in a row on his palm before we even started chit chatting. You can't first. Yeah, I can't fish worth a lick tonight. And I also couldn't hardly lick my lips. It was too cold out there. All right, here comes Jeremy. More post comment. This is for Jeremy. He wants a link. He wants to come up here and brag about how he got 2nd place again. What's going on, Chucky? If you want to, because even though you've had a good week this week, I saw you skunk a lot. I also saw you bringing a lot. You know me, Jeremy. I love you. I know you can fish, brother. It's just funny. Oh, I know, Chucky. It's all smoke, and smoke is fun. But Jeremy, of course you could be in the Skunk Master, but you can't be on a boat. It's gonna be one of them things where I make it like fuck the boats, because no, you ain't going out there with depth finders, fish finders. You're not gonna see where the ledges are or whatever. It'll kind of be like the whole Barbie rod type thing, which I'm sorry. I want to because it'd be fun, but I don't want to because it's not original. It's been done a million times. I mean, yeah, sure, one day maybe we'll do it for shits and giggles, but I won't promote it as anything because it's just like, hey, we doing this thing tonight. But it's not original enough to actually pump it up and promote it. I see that name change. He went from Jeremy Tournament Catch, King of Flatheads, to 2nd place JTC.
Hell yeah. Right?
What's going on, brother?
No,
Hey,
man.
Tinkerbell in the house. Can you guys please drop Tinkerbell's link? Tinkerbell has been supporting the shit out of us fishing community people. I don't know if she's received the love back and if people know who she is or not. But Tinkerbell needs to be known as somebody who has actually been hanging out in the catfish community recently and promoting us to and she's got like 5,000 people, so it ain't like she needs it, but she's actually promoting us in an American catfish, So if you do not have Tinkerbell blog, I suggest you do, if nothing else, just to show the love back. Thank you, Valerie.
Hey, Alicia, I think you're right. I think that you have to have been skunked on alive. And I think you're right, Mike. I think that there should be no boats. It should be a bank thing.
Right, just get on the bank, throw your shit out, deal with it.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I think you should get it going. Skunk Master Classic. I think it is such
That
a
was a
good
good
ass
name, wasn't
name.
it?
It
That was
is
a good
so
name, right?
damn good.
It like
That's
just popped
for
in my head all of a sudden, and I'm like, there's so many of us that would fit into that, even though there's been times where we've gone out and had an amazing day on video. But but we're supposedly known as those people that, yeah, you have a good day here and there, but you're not always having a good day. So, like I
Yeah,
said, John Parker would be a perfect candidate for that
yeah,
shit.
dude. Yeah,
And
I'd
it
be
would be a
down.
fun show if he was on there
Uh-huh.
because it's freaking
Hey,
John Parker.
hey, lock me in. I want to be locked in on that, dude.
All right, man.
I guarantee you Parker will do it too.
I would think so. I would think so.
You know, figure
And
out
I
scheduling.
I could easily pull it off because people think of that as me. Like I said, every time I go to Jody's thing, it's like, oh well, I caught one last week, so I'm a skunk this time.
Yeah,
I'm a skunk master.
bro. Yeah, I would. Hey, I went my first three, at least three lives on the
Skunk.
bank.
I was
Skunk.
watching you.
Yeah, yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You know.
I saw you when you knitted up that gimpy bass. It was the only fish you caught that night.
It was crazy. It was crazy. That was some shit, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I think you should get going soon, bro. Like 2
All right.
weeks now or
So we're in
something.
agreement. I want everybody. Now, normally I have way more than 10 for these little weird random night lives, but I have 10 here. We're locking it in. That's my damn idea. I don't want nobody else pulling up on it. The Skunk Master Classic. Wait a minute. Why did I don't have another person trying to come up? Who is
Do you
it?
have to go to Skunk to win it?
Alicia, I need to see some kind of camera if that's you back there. Are you on the water? Why is it all blacked out?
It's
Hold on. Let
not
me go to chat
Alicia.
first. Let
No,
me
it's
go to
probably
chat
her.
first to make sure it's her. I saw some movement. All right, Alicia, if you're in chat, I know you can hear me because you heard me earlier. Is that you that's trying to come up? Maybe give a prize away for someone who skunks on it. Yeah, no, that's what it will be. It will be, Valerie. It's called the Skunk Master Classic. Biggest fish loses. Most fish loses. Skunk, you win. We'll talk more about this sometime soon. And Jeremy, I seriously, I want to. You're not on Facebook, are you?
No,
Shit. Are you all on Instagram?
nope.
God damn it. All right, Jeremy, I am going to freaking broadcast my phone number right now. I want you to add it. Are you listening?
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Let me get a pen.
All right. Hold on. Let me see who's it. What the hell is it? Private chat. Yep. Okay. Guest. Well, rejoin it, Alicia, because it dropped off. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, it says yep, Alicia. All right, I'm ready.
All right.
Got a little bit bad again.
Hold on, Alicia. Hold on. I'm going to mute you for a second, Alicia, and I'm going to change the layout first, and then I'll tell you the number, Jeremy.
All right.
I just want to change the layout, and I had to mute her for a second because it sounded windy as hell. All right. You got your pen?
Yeah, I'm ready, dude.
2 area code 217
You good?
816
All right.
2903. Repeat it back.
217 816 2903.
That's it. That's my phone number. Text me sometime, be like, hey, it's Jeremy. That way I'll know it's you and I can get you added as contact.
Word,
All
I
right,
got
I'm
you, bro.
unmute Alicia. Unmute. There we go. All right, Alicia. You're up there. Well, you're blacked out, but did her signal drop? Oh, there she is. There she is.
Sorry, I had to touch on my shirt for a second. It is so freaking rough and windy. Like I was looking at the weather app to see
Is that water?
what the huh?
Is that
Is it
water?
water? Yeah. Yeah, that's the Gulf.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, this place like this thing is
Oh,
so awesome. I can tell you.
Oh, that is dope.
Yeah, so this
Yeah,
is
she's at a fat ass like house boathouse type thing with the.
Yeah. So
That's good.
here's my wait till you see this.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. There's a bird that just sounded like a pterodactyl, scared the crap out of me.
Tinkerbell said, "Y'all see Tinkerbell over here?"
Crap. Oh my god, this friggin' bird. But like, I can't help it. I had to come look and see. Like, there are Goliath grouper and stuff that come over here, but there aren't any that I see right now. Freaking sharks and Goliath grouper, and I don't see anything. I was really hoping to find something like down here right now, but nothing. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I think there really is something down there.
Yeah, here's what I'm talking about. This is why I was calling it the Skunk Master Classic. Is number one, it'd be fun having all the people up there who skunk a lot, but yet when they catch good fish. But the opposite of every other tournament is I don't give a damn. Like if you catch fish, you lost. If you pull a 2-pound channel out of the water, you lost. It's called Skunk Master. So if you are the one who actually skunks that night, you're entered into the drawing for the win. Because if you think about it, more than one person could skunk. So you might have 2 people or 3 people. So you take those names, you throw them in a randomizer, you hashtag it up, and then that's going to be the winner. Like you do the hashtag drawing thing, and you say, all right, these 2 people skunked or these 3 people skunked, if they all skunked. Hashtag your favorite angler. So, like, say we had 8 people in the tournament. But you got hashtag JTC because he skunked, hashtag John Parker because he skunked, and hashtag whoever because they skunked. And you collect the names. The winner of the hashtag name wins the Skunk Master prize. It's an awesome idea, I think, for people who love the fish all the time, but get skunked a lot. I think it's a unique idea. Because usually you pay out for biggest fish, most fish, even maybe smallest fish as a consolation thing, but you don't ever give prizes for no fish.
So I found some little fish in here. I don't know what they are, but there's some fish down on the bottom right there.
Is that a burbot?
Is that a what? There's some down there, like on the bottom, like I was making sure it wasn't like seaweed or, like something crazy, but like they swim different on the bottom, so I have no clue what it is. But I mean, all kinds of fish in here.
Tinkerbell, I just wanted to say thank you. Hold on.
So you're fine. Oh, there's little.
I'm sorry, I muted you both for a minute because I just got to say something, and I hope Tinkerbell hears me. Tinkerbell vlog, I really, really appreciate the work you've been putting in for the American catfish community. You don't have to. You found Polar Bear and a few of us, and you've been putting up great support for a community that's nowhere near what you do, and we appreciate it. I'm going to unmute them now. I just want to make sure there was no background noise to that. I appreciate you, Tinkerbell.
That was sweet.
If nobody else knows that, I'm telling you, Tinkerbell vlog is like 12 hours ahead of us, a completely different country. She's been supporting the catfish community.
Hey, Mike. Can you see my fish swimming? Hold on, they've moved a little bit, but they'll be back. Okay, they come. See
She
my
was
fish
even
swimming?
watching Pontoon Jody's tournament tonight. She popped in there too.
Can you see them moving and swimming? Wait, I gotta get it cleared back up. There's a whole bunch of them over there swimming. Right in there.
Yeah, second place. That's what I do now.
Second place, JTC. I'm cracking it up because he changed it from Flathead King. He catches like one big fish and he became the Flathead King. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Hey, other people were saying it. I'm just saying. They were the ones saying it. I said, I'll put it up there, I guess.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna lie. A 74-pound flathead or whatever. You know, you deserve some
That was a
credit.
big one.
I mean,
But-
why is there an echo?
But you're only as good as your last time out fishing.
Well, that sucked to me then because I'm not stung.
I sucked it up tonight. It was still a good night, though.
So I gotta wrap up my umbrella. I'm not gonna try to use it again because it went inside out last time. It's a brand new umbrella, so it probably got hurt like that.
Your boy got a real drink tonight.
So we had some rods out, and then we had some stinky bait up in here. Oh. Let's see.
Hey,
Oh, it's all
Yeah.
covered completely with ice. Never run. I was gonna show you the donkey baits we were throwing.
Oh, she's bringing out some epic catfish stuff.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
wait a minute.
this
Am I
huge stuff.
echoing or is somebody else echoing? Why am I
might be
hearing
me.
myself twice?
It's usually me whenever that happens. I'll even come back here and we'll see if it works.
yo,
Jeremy, speak up.
what's up?
Yo, what's up? Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
was
think
her.
I'm good. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It was.
it was her.
Yeah. I think that I think a prize should be given out for the skunk masters for the people who get skunk for sure.
Yeah.
But I think there's got to be somehow like whoever catches like the big fish, like there could be multiple categories for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like if
We'll
you
talk
catch
about
the
it for
biggest
sure.
fish,
That's why I wanted to give you my number.
yeah,
It's a great idea, but I think the grand prize should be the person who actually skunks.
And
because it's the Skunk Master Classic.
And I think that
All right, Alicia,
that's right.
we're
I
not
think
hearing
you
an
should
echo
do
now,
that.
so I think that worked.
I think so, man.
Unless she talks and it echoes again. Alicia, say hi. Now
it
she's
muted.
blacked out.
I get out there,
No.
throw my rods out with no bait.
You got to prove there's bait before you throw it in the water.
Exactly. As long as there's bait on it, I think you know, dude. I think it'd be very interesting.
Cracking me up right now. I didn't need it to say.
People watching will be like, "Wait a minute,
Come on, Brian
he
B.
won?
This is the catfish community. You know we don't sleep. Why Brian gonna act like he don't know? He knows. He knows.
I ain't never sleeping.
Y'all ever
Actually, I'm
sleep?
about to go to sleep in a little bit.
I just froze my ass off on the water for 4 hours. We don't sleep. Dallas. Hey, Dallas. Welcome to the house.
But yeah, I learned tonight out there in my river that them fish wasn't up there.
Well, I learned tonight on my lake the fish wasn't out there tonight either. I'm the only one that skunked. Catfish Curtis caught a fish. You caught a fish. Jody caught some fish. Her husband caught some fish. Flat Rock caught a fish.
You had the coldest weather. Though.
I had ice on my
Yeah.
I proved it before I left. I said, let me get a little quick video of this. Because I saw it. When I went to pack up my gear, I saw that I had like a sheetrock of ice on top of my cooler. I'm like, let me get a quick video of this. But that don't mean shit. because I'm telling you, Tara or Tara, however you pronounce it, Tara or Tara, J Dog's woman, she was cold as shit
Yeah,
too. I could tell.
yeah.
I saw her
Yeah.
gear and I'm like, she looks like me over there. So they were cold as shit too. Now they were out on a boat and they got the benefit of the boat. So I'm throwing from the bank and it's freaking 29 degrees. I got ice building on my chest. So, but I had fun. It was a great show. I had fun as always. So.
Hell yeah. Yeah, think it was on like 46 out of 7.
Hey, JTC, I think you're echoing now.
I don't think so.
I just
I
heard you
think it's
twice.
Alicia.
I heard me twice. Last time it was Alicia.
Is it me again?
It might be, but
Oh.
last time it was you. This time it might be him. Jeremy, speak.
Yeah, I don't think it's me.
Nope, it was her again. What the hell, Alicia?
She's in the damn Twilight Zone.
She needs to learn to close all the windows.
Mm.
Yeah,
that's right.
you're
Yeah,
talking, I'm talking, there's no echo.
Yeah.
I thought it was you this time because I heard you first when you were talking, is when it started echoing, but nope, it was her.
Mm. Yeah.
Here she comes again on her own.
Hi. Does it sound
Hello.
better? Or is it still echoey?
No, it's good now.
Yeah.
But it was you again because as soon as you left, I said, "Hey, Jeremy, yo." He said, yo. None of us were echoing, so it was your feed again.
Yeah.
So,
Basically, what you have to do is just make sure you don't have no external speakers
I know.
and not have YouTube open and StreamYard open. Ernie Brown, what's going on, buddy? Ernie Brown up.
Brian B, what's going on, man? I just, yeah.
Brian, by the way,
I might mess it up, like,
did you see
because I'm
Jeremy's new
expecting to.
name? He thought he was Catfish, Flathead King earlier. Now he called himself second place. See, 2 weeks in a row, Pontoon Jody could not be out here. He won one. He got a big head. Then he got that big old flathead during the monster hunt. He got a bigger head. Called himself Flathead King. Jody whooped him tonight, so now he's second place JTC.
Hey, see, boy, I ain't gonna lie. I thought I had it because no one got a bite for a while.
I thought you did too.
And it was only like 45 minutes left. I said, man, I gotta get lucky to get, because she only needed like a 7-pounder to be ahead of me. I was like, man. And then Curtis, he's running around to different places.
At least you didn't skunk, man. I'm the only damn angler tonight that skunked.
Bro, nobody's caught no flatheads except Curtis, right?
No, Jody did before.
She caught on the
technically her man did. During this 5 weeks so far, I think her man's the only one that actually caught a flathead before, except for Curtis.
Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, that's good then. That's at least 3.
Yeah. But it's kind of weird when you call it a flathead challenge and ain't nobody catching flatheads hardly.
Yeah, I know.
Could have caught 2 really dinky ones. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm going to block us all because I'm telling you, this damn thing that's in my background, I'm trying to, how do I bring that forward? I caught this literally 2 weeks before I went live. I don't know. I can't find the layout. I'm trying to do the layout of this fish. More layout. It's not. Are you echoing again, Alicia?
I'll leave. My phone might have got wet while I was outside because it was raining.
She got it wet.
Actually, you know what I think it might have been? It was you said to make sure I closed out YouTube, and I went back and checked YouTube and closed it. So I think that when I leave and I come back, it makes it echo. Like if I do anything else on my phone, you know what I mean? And I come back to the browser.
Well, when you first come back, it's usually fine. But then after about 2 minutes,
I
it
know.
starts echoing again.
I think that's what it is, though. Because it's only after I've gone off and like went to do something else that it changes like that. I don't know. Whoopsie. I'm knocking you down on the coffee table. But if it's echoing, I can just hop off.
Yeah, dude, I'm about to start working on a video from that Monster Quest fish. I'm gonna try to make a video of a couple of them fish during the tournament.
It's still not working for the layout. But anyways, you can see part of it there in the background. This big old fat flathead. It was 32.8 pounds. I caught that literally 1 week before I started posting on YouTube. It was a freaking beast. Took me about 20 minutes to get him in because they kept digging up and digging down by that tree.
Mm-hmm.
Took forever to get it in. Every time I thought I was getting close, but I knew it wasn't no blue or channel because I could not get him up. He was staying down. He did not come technically up until he was about 2 feet in front of those rocks. And then I seen him. I said, oh, shit, I got me a nice flathead here. But this big old flat head in the background, even though you can't see all of it, I caught that literally 2 weeks before I started posting on YouTube. Ever since then, I've caught nothing but channels and blues. And then some days I skunk.
Yeah, it happens though. That's fishing. That's just fishing, you know. I mean,
next year it'll come back around again, and hopefully. And then, like I said, I own my house in a couple of years, which means more money can be spent to like actually travel. I can't travel now. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I'm trying to support a lot of these channels with the little super chats and what do you call it? The memberships.
Yeah.
But last week I took 2 days off because it was my anniversary and my goddamn paycheck came through and it was like $500. I'm like, oh shit. I had to join a couple channels to make sure I can pay my bills this week. because that's how, you know, generic my life is. I took 1 day off or 2 days off work and my paycheck was so light that I'm like, oh crap. Those ain't gonna come through in time, so I don't want to bounce a check or some kind of thing like that. So I had to unjoin a couple channels.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know.
Right. I'll join them again when I can, but I felt bad because like I like supporting the channels that I support. But then you gotta pick and choose when it comes to that time.
Yeah. No doubt.
There it is right there. That's the statement of the century. Fishing is a must. Yes, it is, Brian B. Yes, it is. I ain't gonna lie. I was out there freezing my balls off tonight, but I had fun, and I must do it. Fishing
Hey,
is a must. I like
I
that.
think for the skunk masters, when you have somebody
Yes,
moderating,
yes, that is a plan. Forget about that whole other stuff, ooh, Spider-Man pole and all that. No, no, Skunk Masters.
skunk masters,
That that's a plan.
and you
That's a
have
plan.
somebody, some instigator who's moderating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody's gonna
That
stir the pot. That's what you need.
Brian, if you have not heard yet, I'm coming up with the plan this evening. It popped in my head and I came up with it. Mike's Fishing Home is going to do the Skunk Master Classics. I think John Parker would be perfect for it. I would be perfect for it. Jeremy says he wants in the Skunk Master Classics. It ain't gonna be like no other tournament where like biggest fish counts, smallest fish counts, blah blah blah. Now some of those might get prizes just because, but the biggest prize goes to the person who actually did skunk. The person who caught nothing after a 12-hour shift wins the prize because they skunked, and it's the Skunk Master Classic. What do you think, Brian? Think about it. Skunk Master Classic. Brian B is like, yeah, I ain't responding to that. I'm telling you, it's awesome. It's an awesome idea. It's ass backwards. Why would you do that? I can go out there with no bait on hook. No, 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 no. We already discussed that. You're going
You
to be
got
on camera. You have to prove that there's bait when you throw the hook out. We already discussed that. We already busted that theory.
everyone got some pride. They're gonna try to catch some fish.
Well, yeah, that too. Everybody wants to catch something, but yeah, we already busted the whole no bait theory thing. You do have to be up there on camera like this and show your bait when you zip it out there. And it's going to be a live event, so you can't edit it. Like, oh, look, I got bait. And then pause the camera, take the bait off, and throw an empty hook out, and then put your camera back on. No, it's going to be a live event. You have to get your, just like everybody else says, like, you have to be on camera and blah, 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 like all the other tournaments. It'll be the same thing. But if you skunk during the Skunk Master Classic, you'll actually be the big prize winner. Then there will be other prizes too for big fish, small fish, blah, blah, blah. But the main thing is if you are the person like my ass was out there tonight and skunked, that's going to be the big prize. Go to water where there ain't no fish. You don't know nothing about going to the water where ain't no fish, Brian. You up in that Potomac. Brian B trying to say you can go to some water where ain't no fish. Well, technically, there ain't no such thing as water with no fish, Brian. Unless you talk about your bathtub before you go lay in the bed eating zebra cake.
John Parker shows up in his.
There ain't no body of water that ain't got no fish. Don't try it. If you skunk in water, just like mine, we have an 80-pounder pulled out of here last year or the year before that. I've caught some 30 and 40 pounders out of there in my little ass Central Illinois lake. So there ain't no body of water that ain't got no fish. You put bait on the hook and throw it in the water, you're gonna catch fish. Except for when you skunk. That like I did tonight. So I'm creating the Skunk Master Classic. There will need to be more discussion between me and a few of the other people that like whatever just set it up. But I think that would be a totally kind of unique idea. Jody in the house finally. Glad to see you made it home, Jody. By the way, speaking Jody, did you see Jeremy change his name? It's no longer the Flathead King. It's second place JTC.
All right, I'm out of here. Jody's here. I'm headed out, headed to Canada, y'all. I gotta
second place JTC.
Let me get my passport and stuff, and I'll be out. Hey, you know what? You gotta let them win.
It was so cold you grew a mustache.
It was cold as shit out there.
No shit, it was. I posted a video showing the ice on top of my cooler.
Yeah, it was cold, yo. I'm just saying that catfish showed up in the fog for her. I'm just saying, you know, looked a little mysterious.
I'm just glad she whooped him, Valerie. We would have never heard the end of this if he caught the 74-pounder plus beat Jody tonight. We would have never heard the end of it.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, luckily, I got 2 more weeks.
Dale in the house.
Then I can talk some smack.
Now he needs to go back to tying up rigs and when's our next pond versus pond?
Oh no, it's coming.
That's how we began, man. I watched you on the pond.
I know, man. I'm gonna go back.
Literally, the very first time I saw you, Jeremy, I'm not kidding. The very first video I ever watched you doing was you live in the backyard or whatever that is on that pond. That was my first video. And I enjoyed it. You skunked. And then I watched you again and you skunked. And I watched you again and you skunked. But I loved watching you out there just chilling on the pond. Bank rod set up and thrown out. And it was a good time.
Mm-hmm. It is. I want to go back out there and do another one.
Then I saw you on the river, and I saw you pulling in big old catfish. I'm like, oh, this bitch can actually fish too. I'm not kidding. That's how I met you. Skunk on this little pond thing. And then, oh, wait a minute. This is Jeremy Tournament's Cats, and he's out on a boat. I saw the screen, and the screenshot showed a boat. I go, oh, wait, he's on a boat too. So I watched it. And you were out there, and you were pulling in big flatheads and blues. I'm like, oh, this boy fishes.
Yeah, dude.
But I
like fishing. I like going doing all kind of stuff, though. You know,
videos.
Yeah, but hey, listen. On the bank last week, well, not even that. Anytime I've done a bank live, I have not caught a fish. I think I've done 4 or 5. I ain't caught no fish. Only time I've caught a fish from the bank during the live is when I was on somebody else's live.
Yeah.
And I was just last week I caught 1 fish, and then during some of the tournaments from the bank, I've caught a couple, but not too many, you know?
Yeah.
So
well, it's just one thing I've done. I've caught some fish live, not when I'm on somebody else's stuff. Now, I did catch one live when I was with Avid last week, too. That was the first time I did his show.
Mm-hmm.
I caught the small bass, and then I caught the 10-pounder. So I've also caught a few others on some of my lives. The only one that sucks is I wish I was live, but it was before I learned how to go live. I have one video called "Hot Bite on a Windy Day" or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I caught like 10 fish in that video. But that was before I went live. I didn't know how to stream yet.
Yeah.
I was new to YouTube. I took my camera out there and I just paused, and then when I heard the clicker or saw a bite, I would hit record. But I caught like 10 or 12 fish on that video, so it was a good one. It's called a Hot Bite on a Windy Day or something like that. It was a good video though.
Brian said he lost 2 turtles back to back. Yeah, that's right. Hey, ain't no lie. I might try to go to live from the bank this weekend, but I don't know. It's supposed to be nasty here Saturday.
It was nasty here tonight. Screw you, little South Carolina boy. What was it? 60? Was it 60? Did you need that little cap in the 60s?
There's supposed to be some kind of tropical depression almost on a Saturday.
Oh.
So it's gonna be interesting. I can deal with the cold. I can't deal with that rain.
My toes are still cold here right now. I've been drinking cinnamon whiskey to try to warm up. This is my fourth one of these.
I got Hey, what are you talking about, Pork Chop? Oh, the tournaments? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I took my loss. And that's what you got to do, though. You win some, you lose more than you win.
Jody's laughing because I said, South Carolina boy. I was just saying, y'all like 20, 30, 40 degrees warmer than us. I don't want to hear it. I was freezing my balls off out there tonight. I frosted my flakes.
That's funny as hell.
I posted a little quick video afterwards. Just literally, I knew it was cold, but I didn't realize like how cold. And I was taking my rods off the ice chest, because I got that little ice chest down there, the cooler. That's my rod holder. So I was taking my poles off, and I looked down, and I'm like, holy shit, this thing has like a 1/4 inch of ice on top of it. So I took like a 30-second video of me literally scratching on the ice to post just to show. Like, I wasn't bullshitting. It was cold out there. There's a 1/4 inch of ice on top of my cooler.
So you're gonna have to. Will your waters ice over?
I don't know, because I don't think they will. They might, but I don't know, because I've never even fished this late. I'm only fishing this late right now still because of 2 reasons. Pontoon Jody created this 7-week challenge. I said, I'll do all of them for you after that first one. I said, yeah, sure, I'll do all of them. I'm a man of my word, so I keep my word. So I will do the next 2 weeks too, unless she tells me, hey, somebody needs the spot. I've already mentioned that. If somebody needs my spot, I'll give it up. But other than that, I'm there. I've never fished this late, though, ever in my life. This is my first year that I have fished into weather this cold. Because normally I'm like, shit, if the fish ain't warm, I'm not warm. I'm not going out there.
Right?
So, but this year, I'm going to keep doing this, and I might keep doing it all year long. I don't know if my lake freezes over because I've never been over there, but I did see a video that Epic Catfish and Sean, Catfish Heroes, did a couple years ago.
Yeah.
On my lake in December, and it was not iced over.
Oh, that'd be good now.
Now, granted, that might have just been a year where it didn't ice over. Yeah. Or maybe my lake doesn't ice over. So we will find out this year.
50-50.
I will keep going out there this year. I will fish live in a jumpsuit, a snowsuit, and 3 pairs of earmuffs when nobody else is live, maybe in this area. I'm just trying to represent my area, Lake Springfield,
Right.
Illinois.
That's what's up, man.
Mike's, I thought you what? Mike's, I thought the was hiccup in your geru. What? Jody, do you need a fucking nap? What the hell is it? Hold on, what is this? You're typing like Aaron. Mike's, I thought the was hiccup in your geru. What the hell is that? Jody, pop your pills, take a 30-minute nap, and come back. What the hell was that? Giddy up. Giddy up. Oh, okay. Giddy up, I guess, makes a little more sense. Next week, I'm going to wear my giddy up and my boots. I'm going to have to. Tonight was close enough, but I'm still wearing my chef coat and my chef pants. I was really shivering out there, and I was freezing balls, but I had the earmuffs and my little hood thing on and my gloves, so it kept me kind of warm enough, but my feet were freezing, my legs were freezing because I'm just wearing my chef pants. So, yeah, I was freezing balls out there. I almost got to wear my jumpsuit, but I'm like, nah. I dealt with it. I was having fun watching Jeremy just popped off screen. I was having enough fun watching the rest of the channels that I was sad that I skunked. I'm literally the only one that skunked. That's what really pissed me off. Catfish Curtis caught one near the end. It would have been me and Catfish Curtis skunking, which would have been not so bad, but nope. He hooked up near the end. The last like 20 minutes, he caught one. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. But yeah, I was hoping I wasn't the only one. But Catfish Curtis caught one near the end, which left me being the only person that skunked. But I'll tell you one thing. Just like I said, Skunk Master Classic, I can accept the skunk. I will gladly skunk if I'm watching other people catch fish and having fun while I'm out there too. So, Skunk Master Classic is coming up eventually, and that's all me. Jody, you need to talk to John Parker for me. I want him to be on the Skunk Master Classics. Be right back. I will say one thing. I will say one thing about this Skunk Master Classic. I would rather start it next year and determine when I want to do it. Because I think by next year, if I do that, I will probably actually be able to afford one prize for the actual skunk master at that time, which would be a freaking Uncle Lou rod. I would put up a beautiful Uncle Lou rod as the prize for the person who actually skunked during the Skunk Master Classic. Are you feeling me? But that's why there would definitely have to be rules. Like, you definitely have to prove that you're putting the bait on the hook and zipping it out there or whatever else. You can't fake it. You actually have to skunk. And if you skunk during the Skunk Master Classic, that's how you would win the Uncle Lou ride. Bah. I know you did skunk to Aaron. And y'all don't supposed to eat skunk from the dock. Oh, Pork Chop chimes in right away. I want in. It's something I'm trying to think of, William. I'm telling you, I can't. It just popped in my head tonight because every night I've literally been in every single one of Jody's challenges so far. 1 week I catch a fish. 1 week I skunk. 1 week I catch a fish. 1 week I skunk. And I also know that a lot of us skunk, like John Parker, even though he's had a decent couple weeks, he's caught some fish recently, but he also skunks like a son of a bitch. So does Jeremy. Jeremy goes out there on the boats. Hey, James, what's up? Or he goes out there on the pond and he skunks. Hey, James, I got an idea that I'm trying to come up with right now. It's nobody can take this title away. And this is an idea that I just came up with in my head a minute ago. The Skunk Master Classic. Boom. Tell me John Parker wouldn't be great in that. Tell me I wouldn't be great in that. Tell me Jeremy Tournament Cats, even though he does catch some big ones from time to time, ain't great at the Skunk Master Classic. And I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna start it up at the beginning of the season, and we're gonna do it. And the actual person who skunks is gonna win an Uncle Lou ride. I'm gonna buy a Lou ride to put up for the person who actually does skunk. Read your mail. Oh shit, it does say I got an email up there. James says I would answer. Good name. Isn't it? Skunk Master Classic. It's beautiful. There will be other prizes for other things. Like, yes, if you do get a big old beast, sure, there should be a prize. If you catch 20 fish, even though they're not big, they should be a prize. But the big prize, the big blowout prize, is going to be for the person who actually did skunk. But there's going to be rules. Like, you do have to make, like, we got to see that there's bait going out. You can't throw out no empty hook. You have to be on camera. You have to show the bait and your cast. Things like that. We have to know that you have bait in the water. You know what I mean? You can't throw an empty hook in the water and then be like, oh, I skunked. No. We need to see a pole. We need to see bait. We need to see all that. Mike, you want to compare your fishing to everybody else? What? I don't get that, Jody. You want to compare your fishing to everybody else? Are you blowing smoke? You are leaving work and fishing. You don't have the time to properly plan your trip out. Well, no, not really. Yeah, that's two different statements, Jody. I'm sorry, you lost me. There's two different statements. Yes, this one is true as shit, too. I don't. Because, look, I'm still in my chef coat. I'm still in my chef pants. I literally left work and froze my balls off in 29-degree weather to fish tonight. No, but I haven't skunked every single time, though, Jody. That's the thing. Actually, I have a few screenshots from the last few times I fished on your thing, too. Remember when I fished with Avid on Saturday? I took some screenshots and made a small video. I've caught some fish on your channel too. It's just been going back and forth. I like catch a fish and then I skunk. Then I catch fish, then I skunk. That's where I came up with the Skunk Master Classic tonight. It's actually because tonight I skunked on your show again, and I'm the only one that skunked out of everybody. Even Catfish and Curtis caught one near the end. Jeremy caught one. You caught some. Tara caught some. Flat Rock caught one. Everybody caught a fish but me tonight. So I'm the Skunk Master tonight. Get it? I'm the Skunk Master. I'm the only fisherman on that screen tonight that skunked. So that's where the thing kicked in my brain that I am going to do the Skunk Master Classic. If somebody beats me to it, I'm going to be pissed. And I want you all to know, if you see that anywhere else, fuck them and unsubscribe because it came from my brain. Skunk Master Classic. Just saying. I love y'all. You know I do. But I swear to God, if anybody else out there does some kind of skunking tournament, I will backhand them, unsubscribe, and never talk to them again. That's mine. Thank you, Jody. It's mine. Who else would ever do that? Oh, if you skunk, you're the winner. Come on. Skunk Master Classic. You heard it here first. Yeah. That's it. I mean, come on. Who does that? Who says, oh, shit, if you don't even catch a fish, you win the big prize? Most tournaments are like big fish wins, most fish wins, and even, yes, small fish wins. But not no fish wins. Nobody does no fish wins. That's my thing. Skunk Master Classic. That's my damn thing next year. I'm not going to do it during the winter because, yeah, that happens a lot. I'm going to do that next season. It's going to be like a weekly show. The Skunk Master Classic weekly show. Sorry, I gotta scroll back. This would be the one you kids play. Thanks, guys, for the support. Doesn't it just sound like something crazy? Like, yeah, who the hell else would do that? Oh, crazy ass Mike's fishing home. I think it'll work. I think it would be a funny tournament. A weekly thing. Like, I'd have to figure out what's the best day. Because there's so many days where people do things like stand day and this day and that day. I'd have to figure out what day it would be, but I'm thinking this should be like a weekly thing. The only problem is I don't know any angler that would be proud of the skunk. Yeah, you do. You know John Parker. No, we don't want a skunk. None of us do. Just like tonight. I said it sucks that I skunked. And I was the only one that skunked out of 6 freaking anglers, so it makes it worse for me. But you know what? I still had fun. I was glad to be part of it. I was glad to be there. And if somehow I accidentally won a prize because I skunked, I'd be even more stoked. So, Skunk Master Classic. Hey, thanks, Tinkerbell's still over there and still laughing because think about it, Tinker. Thank you, by the way. I know you were rooting for me earlier, but I skunked. I didn't catch shit. But I appreciate you out there throwing my name out like, hey, catch me a small fish. I was trying. I had worms. I had steak. I had shrimp. I had shad. I had chicken. I had 5 different types of baits out there. I got bit about 12 times, but nothing yanked it. It was like taps. No bait clickers, no drag peel, no nothing. I just had little taps like where the rods would tap at the end. So I knew I had a bite, but then nothing happened. Brian B still kicking it back there. You can fish your own tournament, Skunk Master. Sorry, Brian B. We all ain't got that Potomac River. And I will never disrespect it with that whole potato crap or whatever. It's the Potomac. Y'all got a good river. But yes, I can fish in my own tournament. I might skunk. Then I win. Nobody gets paid. I win my own thing. I'm just waiting for James over there to throw them swim baits that he won. I want to see something called on them. Those swim baits are good, James. I'm telling you, those swim baits that you won, they are good swim baits. You need to go get underneath like a little tunnel bridge or whatever. Throw them down there. Look for some bass and pike. They're good swim baits. What the shenanigans? 16? Last time I looked, there was 4 people. Now it says 16. Thank you, people. Been out there freezing my balls off in the water, skunking. Had 2 requests to go live, so I did. It took a while to pick up, but now it says 16. Cheers. Ernie Brown. People don't know each other. They will always be there. Yes, that's a problem in my area, Ernie. It's not intoxicated or whatever how you want to call it. There's no whatever. So people literally keep damn near every fish they catch, from 1-pounders to trophies. almost every catfish that gets caught here by your average fisherman takes them home, cooks them, and cleans them and shit. Kind of irritating. I take eaters home occasionally. Anything over like 5 to 8 pounds, I'll let go to keep trying to increase the fishery. But there's no technical limit here. So most people just take every single damn fish they catch and walk out of here with it. So that kind of sucks. Awesome, James. Make sure you get a video of it, man. I don't care if it's like a phone or a YouTube or is it whatever you call it, a GoPro or something. I appreciate it, man. You get a video with those, catch you a fish or two and post it. That'd be awesome. They're definitely great swim baits. I ain't gonna lie. I've used them behind Shelbyville Dam and I've caught everything from muskie to bass on them. It was a great swim bait. It was one of those technical, what you call like rebuys. I went back to Amazon and I clicked my previous buys and I saw them. I said, oh, I want to buy that for my giveaway. And I rebought it. They're good baits. Hey, team, wonderful people in the house. Holy hell, how's everybody doing? Anybody just chilling in the background, sleeping, not talking? I think I see about 7 or 8 talking. Like 10 in the background, maybe. Oh, sorry, I'm not trying to highlight comments. I'm just scrolling. Actually, sorry, fucking tired as hell. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I work 11. And I just worked 7 hours before I went to the lake for that tournament or challenge. Arnie, yes, I was watching for a little while when you were in the line earlier. I saw when you said, I think a squirrel jumped out of a tree. And I also saw when Bandit Foxer said, I see birds. That's how long ago it's been, buddy. She was in your shit earlier, and now she's in my shit now. That's how long ago it was. I just know it's crazy. It's I work at 11 a.m. Oh God, what really sucks is tomorrow's Friday. I just realized that. So I work 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. And it's already 4 a.m. Nah, should be. But I think I need at least 1 or 2 more drinks. Cheers. This should be something that's in your sticker, Banner Fox, or the little fruit punch bowl. The guns, the umbrella, and the fruit punch bowl. Let me pour one last one of those. Yep. One pack of that and another pack. Yes, it is already Friday, Val. I know that. I knew that while I was still out there fishing. Because it ends 1 a.m. my time. I'm just still laughing at how I lost 4 subscribers today when I didn't even post a video. YouTube is freaking hilarious. I went to work with 132. I gained 2 tonight. But yet I'm 4 less than I was when I went to work. Fucking YouTube. Cheers to getting to know you guys. I love all of y'all who are in here, plus the other 400 that I follow. Good times. Jody, didn't know zebra cakes, zebra patty. The punch bowl belongs on your stickers. I don't think so. That one up in the corner right here, that's my sticker soon. The only thing I didn't like about it is there's no kind of like drop shadow effect to it that kind of really makes it stand out, but it's still a great freaking sticker. So, and it's good enough also to be like on t-shirts and coffee mugs and whatever. So I'll try to do that, but I'm waiting until she gives me her second design first before I decide what I'm gonna do. She says she wanted to make me a second one. It's my daughter, so I'm gonna wait and see what that is before I make any kind of decisions on stickers and merchandise or whatever. Zebra patties. Ah, fuckers. Well, I tell you, y'all crack me up though. I love you guys in the background, but I'm curious about the background. It says like 17 right now. I see like 8, 7 or 8 chatting. Who's in the background? Maybe Tinkerbell or some other ones. I don't know. I just don't know who's in the background. Zebra Patty is for the win. No, Skunk Master for the win. I'll be right back. Use the restroom. Oh my goodness. Tinker Bell still in the house. Arnie Brown. I'm rolling. Oh, you rolling a smoke? Well, let me roll a smoke too then. Yeah, let me point the camera down a little bit. Time to roll a smoke. Arnie Brown's rolling a smoke. I don't know though. That might be a different smoke than mine. This might be a smoke. Mine is a tobacco. There it is. Two new design boxes. No, wait a minute. What are you talking about? My daughter didn't design a Foxstar one yet. She says yes, but design about John. Am I supposed to do? She ain't done no Foxstar ones yet. Hey, what's up, Gig Ability? Gig Ability in the house? Dude, I'm just lit. I done drank like 4 fruit. I done drank like 4 bowls of this. I got a little bit left here, but I done went and froze my butt off on the water and skunked on Pontoon Jody's challenge. Came home, got warmed up. Been tearing up this whiskey over here. About to go to bed in a minute though. It is 4 a.m. I work at 11 a.m., which means I would normally be out by 10 a.m., but I do have something to do with my kids getting off to school in the morning. So, yes. No, that's one I still don't understand. No, Foxer, she is going to develop stickers for anybody who I ask. She's actually getting ready right now to do a Lance McCool sticker. But what you said back up there was like, oh yeah, John and my daughter. I'm like, no. She hasn't done that yet. She will if you want and if I tell her to, but yeah. But this one is the sentence that didn't make sense right here. Because no, she had nothing to do with none of that yet. Now she will. She will. If I tell her. Because right now I told her that Lance needs a sticker and she's getting ready to develop Lance McCool sticker. But as far as I go, that little weird logo up here, yeah, right there, she did that one for me, and she's getting ready to do one for Lance, And I showed her all the positive comments from people, and then also the requests from people about trying to do something. So she's getting ready to do one for Lance next. Lance, my cool guy, which we all know. I don't know if everybody knows him, but yeah, us basic community people know him. I'm still sorry. Didn't mean to yawn right in the middle of that, but I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's 4 a.m. I work 11 a.m. until 10 p.m. tomorrow. Just woke up at the butt crack of dawn of the day, went to work all day, then went fishing, then came home and went live because I had a couple requests. Yeah, it is. Trying to get her some recognition for her amazing ability. If I can get her a few bucks here and there for her skills, it teach her that she ain't got to be like me and work in the restaurant business her whole life. She has a different career path she might be able to take with art and stuff. But as I am about to head out of here, shit. It is after 4 a.m. I work at 11 a.m. I've been up for the last 25 hours. I need a rest. Sorry, guys. Love all of you. Band of Froxer. Let me try to scroll and see if I can get more names. Gigability, Band of Froxer, Tinkerbell, Ernie Brown, Valerie, Bramby. Most of them are probably gone by now, but that's the names I'm seeing. Pontoon Jody. Let's go more than that. James Kirkpatrick, Arnie Brown, JTC, way back. Yeah, that's way too back. Tinkerbell still sitting here. Tinkerbell, somebody do me one favor. Please grab Tinkerbell's link again and drop it before I take off. Tinkerbell is somebody who just randomly came into our community recently, but she drops all of our links and tries to get her supporters to come subscribe and shit. She's not in a catfishing community or whatever generally, but she has 5,000 followers. She tries to help us out. And I like watching her too. It's funny stuff. Sometimes there's music. Sometimes there's whatever. Her channel's a good channel too. So please go check out Tinkerbell Vlog. She's been helping us out too. She's been promoting me and Polar Bear and Pontoon Jody and other people. She's been promoting us in the Catfish American community. Thank you, Ernie. I will be soon. I got one more smoke to smoke first before I do, but yeah, get right ahead to bed. It's freaking 4 in the morning, and I have to punch in at 11 in the morning. Burn me still hanging out back there. Boy, I said, boy, what you doing back there? Nah, Brian, I'm not sleeping well because you still sitting back there. I'm gonna sleep terribly. I'm gonna hear Brian B going, sweet doggy, in my sleep. So I'm not sleeping well. I'm gonna hear Brian B in my sleep. Look at Tinkerbell. You better kick off your buddy because you tired all day. Normally you might be right, Tinkerbell, but nah, not in general. You don't know. I'm that wild maniac that stays up most of the night. There's some nights where I got like 50 people in here fucking just cutting up, having a good time. Tonight was a slow one. But it's still ain't been bad. It's just been slower than normal. Catfish Terry Thursday usually 66. Yeah, Catfish Terry. I know that one. I watch them a lot. And then they're also in my little weird late night chat sometimes. Well, you didn't drop the link. You dropped the description. Brian B, you dropped the description, but you didn't drop the link. Put the link in there too. So they know how to connect to it. Two stands in their freaking house. Did you pee to bed? He said, did you pee to bed? Freaking hell, 4 o'clock in the morning. I wake up at 11 in the morning. Ugh. But yeah, I just saw 2 cents pop in. Do I wait a minute? Tinkerbell is still hanging out back here too. I'm not kidding. If you guys don't have Tinkerbell, please look up Tinkerbell. She's been promoting the shit out of our community. But I'm like, oh my god. I worked all day, then I went straight to the lake. I fished for 4 hours and skunked. I came home. I've been drinking. It's 4 a.m. and I work tomorrow. My schedule is 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. So I work 12 hours tomorrow. Or 11, 12. 11 hours. Thanks, Rob. Fucking hell, 4:13 in the morning. Yeah, it is so close to bedtime, Val. I'm like, nah. It was so dead for a while, like, well, I'm gonna go to bed. Then it kicked up some. But yeah, they're still only 14. It's gonna be bedtime soon. Just cause. I keep looking at the time. Two dances. Tinkerbell vlog. Thank you for all this. Here it is. Tinkerbell, if you happen to be still there. Two stands giving you a shout out, which I don't know if you know what that means, but that's a good thing. Two stands giving Tinkerbell a shout out for the support. There she is. Thank you, Tinkerbell. It really is like, I don't know if you fully understand it, but two stands giving you a shout out for your support is like a big deal. Hell yeah, the UK Anglers two stand. Valerie has brought us people like Reach and Leo and what's the one the Pike guy? What's the Pike guy? I know she'll know who I'm talking about. That Pike guy is cool too. Wait a minute. Speaking of, just in case, I mean, my God, I'm probably going to be soon with just in case. I forgot that I copied this. So if anybody wants to pop up, this is a link just in case. I forgot. Yes, William, the UK guy. The Glasgow UK guy cracks me up. Apparently Stan too, he says Glasgow is the Pike guy. I laugh. Lizabella. Lovely Lizabella and James and Angler Harlocks, the whole shebang. You, him, you and him together. Both. I love every single one of you, but I'm cracking up to 11. That's literally like one of the slowest nights ever. Yeah. Came off this body of water. I'm freezing my balls off. I'm gonna head to bed soon. Ernie Brown. Yeah, I actually like his channel. I don't get to watch it live that often, but I catch it occasionally. I thoroughly enjoy his channel though. The Glasgow. Look at it, even two stand throwing that shit up. Freaking hell. I love every single one of you. I gotta cut in a minute here. Just grab that channel, Valerie. Awesome, Liz. Thank you. Now you just fish for sturgeons, don't you, Stan? And catfish. Last night you got that catfish run. Anyways, I am so sorry, guys, but Jesus Christ. It is 4:20. I work at 11. I also have to get up and get my kids off and everything else. This is one of the slowest nights I've ever seen as far as number wise, but I appreciate every single one of you, as always, that came in here. Valerie, Stans, Lizabella, James, everybody who popped in here. Duggar was up here earlier and all that stuff, but one of the slowest nights I've ever seen, but at the same time, it's still a great night. All these beautiful people who I know. I love you guys. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and click the end button in a minute. So if you gotta say some goodbye, say it now. I'll give you like a minute or so before I cut it. I'm also gonna pour another big fat one of these. But I'm gonna cut this first. Just give you guys some time to say goodnight and whatever. I appreciate everybody that came in. I didn't think nobody would. We had a big old nice long sexy tournament out there on Jody's challenge. I didn't think anybody would come in here and not being bad. Hey y'all, Liz. No, I'm just sorry that you don't come in here as much. James is usually in here most of the time. Liz, I'm sorry that I'm cutting it short tonight, but I have to. I worked all day today. Then I went and fished in Jody's thing, and then I came home and I've been kicking up here for a while. Time for some bed. See ya, James. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Tinkerbell still in here. Thank you, Tinkerbell. I'm not kidding. If you guys ain't got Tinkerbell hooked up yet, go check out Tinkerbell. She's amazing. She's kind of like on the same thing as like Sui TV, like this Asian talk show, whatever thing that goes on. Amazing stuff. Yes, absolutely, Val. Tinkerbell throws us out there, so good stuff. Tinkerbell, Frogster. What Frogster say there? Get dang it. Center. Yeah. Let me pull it closer. Frogster said, good night from the bubble bath. No, it's just. Thanks, Brian B. 0 saying they got nothing to think about. Two stands saying that. Two stands. Just hope you have a good night. Think of bed. All right. What the hell? What the fishnet? I enjoy the end of it, yeah, but it clicked out. Brian B. 2 stands sending you a message. Fucking hell. Alright. I'm not kidding. I'm sorry I skunked tonight for the few people that were chanting for me and things. I appreciate the effort, but yes, I did skunk. It happens. Everybody in the chat room tonight afterwards, I mean, my God. I didn't think anybody would show up, and I've had a maximum of 15 people. It's down to 10 now, but love you guys, every single one of you. Brian B, fucking champ. Two stands, Valerie, Tinkerbell, Frogster, James Kirkpatrick, obviously. Fucking you know, buddy. You and your sister Elizabella, you guys know that for sure. Brian B, two stands. Valerie, Doctor, Duggar. Everybody else I'm fucking missing. That's enough. I'm not gonna scroll up any further. It takes too long. What do we got here? No mics. Skunks happening. Yeah, obviously. You were bitching about that the other day. We love you too, Stan. Two. Stan. Love you guys. It is 4:30 in the morning. I do work at 11 in the morning, so yeah. I fucking love every single one of you. From the fishing community to the outside community to the connecting between the two communities. Between my ass, need to go to bed right now. I love you guys. Good night.